Now that we've adjusted the points, like we had said a couple weeks ago, and everything's
and we have actually kind of settled into where we need to be. Yeah.
Now, when a team fails, you feel the point difference, and then when a team goes off, you feel the carry forward, which is nice. It doesn't have to. They don't have to win by points. They don't have to win by anything. It's just, are the players actively getting yards, getting carries, getting attempts, getting things that are earning you points, and that's what it should be all about, in my opinion.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10, touchdown!
One-man army, Rambo. Baby walking like Naomi Campbell. Make me wanna risk it all, take a gamble. Little butterfly tattoo on a...
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We are now going over week 8.
Wow, you don't even know what week it is?
We're in week 8 because I'm 7-1, you piece of crap. Shut up. Anyway, so we are reviewing week 8, and we have. And Tim, can you pull up the projection or the not the projections, the prediction? What are the P words? Damn it! What are the P words?
Playoff bracket.
No, not that one. We're doing that later. But that is a new feature that actually popped in that I did want to talk about today.
Oh, you're talking about the power ranking.
No, our projection. I'm gonna punch you in. When are you coming up here tomorrow? When are you coming up here? Want to come up here and help me build a fire pit?
No.
So I can put you in it? Piece of shit. Anyways, the predictions for last week. Thank you.
I already got that pulled up, buddy.
So you let me struggle for no reason.
Sure did.
You're
So for week 8, you had predicted you were gonna win. I was gonna win. Armchair was gonna win. Hang on. You had predicted.
Wait,
you were gonna win.
Wait, time. Did you change your name? Why?
Because the Guardians wasn't doing very well. Not able to play. Shouldn't have that name if I can't win. So tell me I'm wrong.
You should have made it. You should have made it Robbie's Panthers, but you should have made it. So instead of the Digital Guardians, now the Digital Ducklings.
Or Robbie's Saint. It could have been the Panthers or the Saints, because they're both terrible.
Robbie choked. Robbie chokes.
Dull.
But that could also be that could also be taken a couple different ways too.
You're the one that comes with a power bottom at the end of the baseball.
Ow! It came out my nose! Ow! I wanted to be a dragon, not that kind of dragon, damn it! But so with the project, okay, back on track here. That's the first time I haven't pulled us off track. Let's go.
So you predicted you were gonna win. I was gonna win. Armchair, Star, and Eastie were gonna win. I thought I was gonna win.
What about Morning Star and Blue Green?
That Mirith was gonna win, not you. That I thought Green was gonna win, and we both thought Eastie was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we looked at the projections from last week that ESPN had for everybody, and that statistics said everyone would have what? It said that I was gonna beat.
I was gonna say, and then after Thursday, it changed. Because I looked at it on Thursday. After Thursday night, it changed.
I updated everybody on Thursday night, and it still had me having the under by 14 points.
I think you
had Armchair having the under by 20. Had Mirrors having it by 25, almost 26.
Mm-hmm.
Had Star having it by 57, which was a huge flip because
which was
Star
a huge jump.
We're supposed to be like within 10 points, and then Curtis was actually supposed to be losing that match to Eastie by about 87. So the Eastie match grew, but then everyone else got really close, and the results were not that way at all.
No.
Out of 5 matches, 3 flipped the other direction, and 2 stayed exactly where they were at.
That's
The
what
two
you
that
get.
stayed-
That's what you get for not giving me my Hydra. You get wallop. That's what you get. You
So,
don't give me your
ET and-
Hydra, you get your wallop. Damn it.
So Easty and Curtis's
Now give me my
projection
Hydra.
were almost on point. Easty, instead of winning by 87, won by 62.
But it was
So
still a high margin.
it was still a pretty high margin.
I almost won by 100.
Morningstar and Blue Green, that was supposed to be about a 57-point difference. Ended up being about a 120-point difference.
Mm-hmm.
A lot higher. So Cody's team actually went 78 points more than projected. So he got a 395 on a 317, whereas Rose got a 16-point increase, but still didn't even break 300. So he had one of the higher 200 teams. Those were the only two that stayed where they were at. Both Curtis and Easty didn't break 300. Curtis barely broke 200. Easty almost broke 3, but he was still short. They actually both underperformed. Curtis underperformed by 44 points, and Easty underperformed by 69 points, which was crazy because he should have been a lot better than that, but just his team didn't push him forward.
What the are you doing? Whoa, my that's...
What?
Oh, that's why. Never mind.
So those are the two matches that
Never
stayed.
mind. I looked at the player you dropped, so I'm like, wait a minute, what? Never mind. He's
Player
suspended.
that I dropped?
Williams
The one that's suspended?
for 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I was like, oh yeah, let's go get him, get rid of the Doomsday, we'll pick him up. Oh, shh, damn it.
Yeah, I know, and we're holding on to. So we're not going to cover your match yet or my match. We're going to go to Armchair and Mahones.
Okay,
So
let me get
Armchair,
back to that.
Armchair was supposed to win with an under of 19. Armchair lost with an over of 60. Had a 80-point flip the other direction. Mahones did better. Armchair did worse. That 20-point gap turned into a 30-point gap the other way. And he actually underperformed his average. His average was a 335. He hit 320. He was supposed to hit 342. Mahones' actual 370 was projected 323, average 308. Because Jaden Daniels got put into the game on a last-minute decision, they didn't want to bench him. And it was not a bad idea to put him in because it's phenomenal when they put him in. Well, as phenomenal.
Yeah, and then if you also look at
when the only points they scored through the 4 quarters.
Well, but if you look at it, Daniels hit his projection. Daniels hit where he was supposed to be.
He was projected to earn 92. He earned 92.
Burrow hit where he was supposed to. Gibbs hit a little lower than he was supposed to. Nixon hit higher than he was supposed to. Tyreek fell apart. Jamar Chase was barely over what he was supposed to be. Laporta hit higher than he was supposed to be. Puka was almost 20 points higher. His defense was higher. And then his kick, what the how do you get 30 points out of a kicker? What is that bullshit? Wait a second.
I got 30 points out of a kicker.
What the what did I get? Hold on. Hang on, wait, hang on.
I got 24,
19.
but still.
What the you cheating? What the hell is this crap? This is some bullshit.
Did you see the Commanders and the Bears game?
Yeah, it was all kicking. I know.
It was all kicking. That's why the kicker got so many points. Is because that's all they were getting was 40 or 50-yard field goals. They weren't getting touchdowns. They only touchdown that happened in that game was the last 2 minutes on the Commanders side. Out of everybody's players,
people have got 30 kickers. Like this is stupid.
So
Pissed off about it.
Out of all 9 positions for both Armchair and Mahones, Armchair had 3 players that earned him 18 points total above their projection. Mahone, he had 6 players that lost him 50 points in total. So that brought him down 60 points the other direction and had him lose that. Whereas Mahones had 3 people lose 14 and 6 earn 60 on top.
Yeah, so he was a plus 45 basically.
Yeah, which is where that carried from.
Which is where you need to be
but,
to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Whereas you look at my match against Whiskey, and the only reason that Whiskey won this week was really freaking stupid.
Holy
Cousins versus Mayfield.
Cracker!
Mayfield versus Cousins. Cousins beat his projection
by 40
by 18 points. Mayfield beat his projection of 90 by 41, putting him at 127.
He beat it by 4-1. God.
Yeah, 86.1 points, 86.1 projection.
Yeah, but you also had a right. You also have. I had
6 people that lost me 35 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had
51. Mm-hmm. I earned 15 positive, but with Cooper's one guy earning 41 more points, if you take out Mayfield's increase, I had the victory. Or if I had put in McConkey, I didn't think McConkey was going to go off.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, he was also a game time. He was also a game time decision too. So
yeah, he was put in his first presence realistically on the field for the Chargers after the other guy got sidelined for an injury.
Off.
2 touchdowns, 111 yards, 8 target, just incredibly good and useful for the Chargers for last week. We'll see how he does again this week, now that he is the option again this week.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
There's another thing I kind of want to look at with that, with just yours and ours. So if, kind of like we did with your baseball, dude, garbage. Oh, yes, baseball's finally dead and over and gone. We don't have to talk about that crap for 4 months. Thank God.
We're going to come back to that tomorrow. We'll come back to that tomorrow.
What?
We're doing a recap of the season, remember?
Yeah. Yes, the goldfish remembers that.
You wanted to do what in comparison to the baseball podcast?
So, well, just for ours, just because I want to look at it, is if you look at yours, so look at Coop's side, look at his bench to your bench.
Mm-hmm.
He had more on the bench. Okay, so you get rid of the quarterback. I'm not counting the quarterback.
Okay. So
you had more on the bench. You had less on the bench than you were projected, but he had... never mind. Never mind, we're not talking about that. I'm going all sideways. Never mind.
He still had more points sitting on the bench than projected, and we had the same total roughly, but I had earned less points than I would needed to on the bench because the guys on the bench did not play well. One guy... I could have moved him up and earned 20 points. That would have been Lad McConkey, and that would have gotten me the victory. 18 more points, put me 3 over Cooper.
Yeah.
That's a decision that I could have done. So I'm okay with the fact that one move caused me to lose rather than 160 points because of defense swung or something silly. It's that outlier that shoved us wrong direction. What are you looking at?
So, we're going to slide into mine, and then we're going to go into our projections for next week.
Okay.
Because guess what it is, baby? It's Revenge Week.
Yes, it is.
Ah!
Did you just realize that it's you against Cooper next week?
I'm dropping the hammer! Meredith, can I borrow Henry for a week?
No, you're not going to give me Henry for a week.
Can I borrow McConkey for a week?
No, you're not going to borrow McConkey from me.
You're in last place like it matters.
I don't really care where I'm at. I'm not giving you
Help out the juggernaut. help out the saving grace in this league. God, I love talking about myself.
So, when we look at your match versus me last week,
I saw you running around. You just went.
Yep, I sure did. When we look at Mira's side, she had a deficit of 89 points. 6 of her players lost her 112 points, almost. and she had 3 players earn her 23 positive. That swing brought her back. The biggest contributing factors, 2 players. Her quarterback lost her 37.8 points, and her flex lost her 35 points. Whereas the second highest in total, not in the 30s, was her running back 2, lost her 19 points. Every player besides 3 lost her points. And it's just, whoa. You were projected to win 3 categories, and she was supposed to win that game
she was supposed to beat me by at least 20, 25.
26.
Mm-hmm.
She lost by 88 because you gained back that 26 in the positive direction.
In Lamar.
And she lost it in the other direction.
Yeah, and then the other thing I want to look at is if you look at the bench.
She didn't have any hope on her bench.
Yeah, but if you look at my bench, it didn't matter. That I could have switched Tank Dell. That'd have been probably the only thing. Yeah, Ertz got me more. So the only thing I could have switched would have been I could have put in DeAndre Swift for K9, but I didn't know it was going to end up like that, which is okay. But
I mean, DeAndre Swift still earned 40 points on your bench.
Yeah, but then if you also look at it, I hit over on all but 2.
Yep. Your defense.
My defense hit 35-4 over
your
30.
Bench. Sorry, your bench.
Oh no! I was talking about up top. I was talking about starters for right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So the starters, I hit all but 2. Tank Dell and then K9.
7 guys.
Tank Dell and K9 were the only 2 that missed. Or the only 2 that missed.
Lost you 22. Yeah. But like that 46 positive, 22 minus, you still were 24 positive, which is still pretty good. But when you look at what you were supposed to lose by, you flipped that script pretty good because of the Bears struggling for Mira's team this week.
Exactly, and that's what helped me be able to get to and be able to pass her, because you and I were talking about it. I was like, I'm getting closer. I checked it and I was down by 10. I was down by like 30 at one point, and the Ravens were at halftime. I'm like.
It was an interesting week.
And then I don't know, 2:00. I checked my phone again. I'm up by 40. I'm like, the hell's going on? Oh, Lamar went off. Okay, Lamar pulled his head out of his. There we go.
Well, see, now that we've adjusted the points, like we had said a couple weeks ago, and everything's kind of settled,
and we have actually kind of settled into where we need to be. Yeah.
Now, when a team fails, you feel the point difference. Mm-hmm. And then when a team goes off, you feel the carry forward, which is nice. It doesn't have to. They don't have to win by points. They don't have to win by anything. It's just, are the players actively getting yards, getting carries, getting attempts, getting things that are earning you points? And that's what it should be all about, in my opinion. Just like in baseball, getting on base, getting doubles, singles, triples, stolen bases, whatever it is. You strike out, you fly out, you get a put out. You're losing points because you're not getting on base.
Yeah, because you are not producing.
Yeah, but like if you look at Mayfield, the reason he got 40 more points last week than he was supposed to, he had 17 more pass completions than projected. He had 24 more pass attempts than projected. He had 74 more yards. He had 1 more touchdown. He had like 1 interception, no fumbles. All the positives pushed him forward against the team he was playing against. Yep. They were not stopping him. The Buccaneers could not be stopped. So we'll see what happens this week.
Yeah. So then before we get into our projections, I want to. All right. So we're gonna do. So then when we go to the league, there is a new. Now that we're kind of deep into the.
We're halfway through it.
We're halfway through the season now. ESPN has now dropped. I believe it's in standings. It's not. Yes, there we go. In our projected playoff bracket. So in our projected playoff bracket, it has Wooly, Coop at 6, Cody in the 3rd seed, Mirith at 5, and then Curtis at 4, Armchair at 2, and me on top.
Yep.
Because I have a 4-game. Oh, whoa! I could win the division. I could possibly win the division in 2 weeks.
You think so?
Because I have a 4-game lead. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to have a 4-game lead. I'm 3-1 in the division. Nobody's undefeated. Nobody is undefeated in the division.
Nope. Everyone's had their.
Yeah. So with the projected. And then there's another one I just found. Final standings projections. It was gonna give me the. It said I clicked projected standings. Final standing projections. It just takes me back to the league screen. Oh, it's the power rankings. Okay. So then transition into that. I'm still 1. Curtis is still 2.
Mm-hmm.
Armchair is still 3. Morningstar is still 4. Mirith is now 5.
Yes.
Coop is at 7. Blue Green's at 9. And you're where you can belong. All love, but you're where you belong.
Yeah, I'm not a football guy in any way, and this is showing
we should do
it.
Golf next year.
What do you mean do both?
No, do golf.
Oh, there's no fantasy golf.
Yes, there is.
No,
yes,
there's not.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. The only reason I know is because Dad and I have done it. That's the only reason I know. There's a fantasy golf. I swear on your life, there is a fantasy golf.
Okay, can't real quick.
Why? Because we're gonna look.
Chirp Golf, DraftKings, FanDuel,
PGA Tour Fantasy Golf. You think I'm kidding?
ESPN does not have it, but Yahoo has it.
Yeah, so does PGA. The PGA has it too.
Weird. Dude, that's weird. That's crazy.
But what we actually need is fantasy curling. Or asteroid throwing. Dude, what about fantasy bull riding? That'd be funnier. You pick a bull and then... Alright, off track. Sorry. Oh, wait. Fantasy NASCAR. Oh, wait, they have fantasy NASCAR. Never mind.
Yes, they do.
That is the most white trash I have ever heard of in my life. Oh, look, I'm going to pick a white guy to turn left all damn day. Yay! Okay, so now we're going to off tangent back into where we were. My bad. Took a sharp left turn. So we're going to go into our projections for this week. So, Tim, who do you have between me and our third amigo? Me and Coop.
You and Coop?
Yep. Because you know where I'm going, so.
Yeah. When I look at our
351 8, or so basically 352 to 310.
Yeah.
Projected.
See, I don't know, because I'm gonna go with you.
Okay. So we agree on one.
I only say that because if we look at his one player that has routinely been doing well, the
Baker.
Buccaneers this week. Who are they
Baker.
playing?
I don't know.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield this week. They're going against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are undefeated.
I'd start Hurt. So
Even if he goes Hurts, if he has Hurts playing this week, they're
Hurts,
going against Jacksonville.
Yeah, Hurts. Jacksonville's not a good team. They have a decent defense, but it's not good enough to stop the Eagles.
But he's not gonna put in Hurts. He's gonna put in Mayfield.
I'd put in Mayfield. If it was me, I'd put in Hurts because knowing me, I do it. And they both go off.
Yeah, he's banking on Mayfield doing well this week. But when you look at it, they're playing against Kansas City, who's got a pretty dang good defense. They're not losing.
And we're playing
games.
and my quarterback's playing Denver.
Yeah.
So we agree.
My quarterbacks are playing each other, and I have to pick which one I want to win or get me more points.
Oh.
Cousins and Prescott are playing each other this week. I'm going Cousins over Prescott because everything says Falcons are going to do better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, and then watch him throw for 4 in the first half, and I'm going to get this text. Son of a bitch!
It's just my luck, man. That's how this goes. So
I love you, brother. I do. But you wait. You're going 1-8.
I'm projecting to lose like 30 points to her right now. So I don't project me winning this one.
Ooh. Battle for first in your division.
Yeah, it's Curtis and Armchair.
Yeah.
Except Curtis hasn't moved any players off the bench. He's got guys on bye. And Armchair will be moving guys off bench because he does like game time. If Curtis doesn't pay attention, he didn't do it last week. He didn't move his guys. I don't think Curtis is going to win this week.
I'm going to go with Armchair.
We're both going Armchair.
And then give me the underdog, baby. Let's go, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Don't let me down, you son of a bitch. Come on, Mikey. Don't you let me down.
I'm thinking Mikey's going to beat Green this week.
Come on, Mikey. Holy shit. I think that's the first time we've agreed on it all.
And then, okay, Morningstar or Marist?
What? I thought we already went through.
Morningstar.
I missed it. Oh.
So here's something to keep in mind, okay?
Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, shit, I forgot about Cody was in your division too.
Allen is playing the Dolphins this week, okay? And then when you look at Williams, the Bears are playing against the Cardinals. So
Cardinals don't have a bad team. The Cardinals have
a bad team. But
Arizona's in first.
Yeah.
Arizona's ahead of us because they beat San Francisco.
And then the Dolphins are 2-5 currently.
Well, it's because they're a quarterback. They haven't played because Tua's coming back today, so we'll see. Or Sunday, so we'll see.
But if Tua comes back in and does great, the Dolphins will win that game, and then they'll shut down the Bills. But they've allowed 157 points against them, and the Bills have allowed 146.
Yeah.
The Bills have scored 230. The Dolphins have scored 97.
Can we just put it in as a toss-up for both of us? Can we just call it a toss-up?
Because when you look at Mira's quarterback, Williams, for the Bears, they are 4-3 right now in a division where everyone has won 4 or more games. Mm-hmm. But they're playing against the Cardinals. And this week, the Cardinals...
Are they in Arizona? Or in Chicago?
They're in Arizona.
In Arizona? I'm taking Cody.
You're thinking Cody?
I don't... Well, who's in my division? Your sister. But I think Josh Allen's going to break out of the funk that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Or, actually, let me phrase that. Get better than he did on that... whooping he put on Seattle.
Like he actually did pretty good last week. He actually earned Cody points.
Yeah, we know. Okay, move on. Move it on. We're not talking about that. Move on. As a Seahawks fan, we are not talking about that.
Currently, Mirith has 3 out of 10 category, or 7 out of 10 categories, and Cody has 3. The last time they played, Mirith earned 250. Mm-hmm. Cody earned 300. Cody's average is worse than Mirith's. So even if his players do better, Mirith's team has to fall apart for Cody to win. Mm-hmm. I'm actually looking at Mirith winning fairly. Not by 40 points that it says it's going to be.
I say within 15.
I'm thinking it'll be within 10.
I got Cody by 13.
So you're thinking Cody's going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody would have to earn, like he did this week, he would have to completely dominate the entire game.
Yeah, he would have to
do better.
He would have to dominate the entire week. Is what
he'd have to get another 80-point increase, and then Mirith would have to earn like nothing on top for him to be able to take the victory. Yeah. Which his team showed that they can do it last week with the number of people that he had. that definitely spurred up. Like he had one person off him 1 point.
And
One guy off them 1 point.
And you can
earned
also
him 80.
And you can also see with Merritt's team what can happen.
Yeah.
Because she was projected to beat me by 40, and I beat her by damn near 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on who shows up and who balls out. Basically.
Yep.
I want to add one more thing to this. Let's do this. We'll make it real fast, and we don't have to write it down or anything like that. It's just something that I wanna see.
Okay.
All right, rapid fire here. Houston and New York tonight.
Houston.
Dallas and Atlanta. I'm going Houston too.
I'm going Atlanta.
I want Dallas. Miami and Buffalo.
Miami.
Buffalo. In Buffalo? Come on now. No.
Oh, in Buffalo? I'm going
in Buffalo.
Oh, wait. 2-0's back this week, right?
Yeah. He is slated to start this week, yes.
So he's slated to start. They're back. They're probably going to lose again because he's not had any time to really play with the team.
Mm-hmm.
So they might get close, but I don't think them winning.
Yeah. Okay. Vegas in Cincinnati.
Bengals.
Yeah, I got Vegas. I'm taking Vegas.
I got Bengals.
LAC in Cleveland.
Chargers.
New England and... Oh, yeah, I can't wait for this fucking barn burner.
Tennessee.
England and Tennessee, yeah.
Tennessee.
New England. I'm taking New England in that one.
I'm going to go with the underdogs. I'm going to go Tennessee.
I'm taking New England in that one. Washington at the Giants.
Commanders.
Yep.
Commanders are going to be wiping the floor with the Giants. They're not playing well.
Saints and Panthers. That one's easy.
Saints?
What? Yeah. Denver and Baltimore. That one's easy. Baltimore.
Yeah. Just because, like, Knicks is good, but the Ravens have a good running defense and a pretty solid passing defense. But, like, Knicks isn't going to be able to play his usual games against them. He's going to struggle.
And that defense isn't going to stop in the two-headed monster.
Well, that's why I pulled the Bengals in, because they're going against the Raiders in comparison to the Broncos against the Ravens. I'm not putting money on the Ravens losing to the Broncos.
I'm not either.
No.
Okay, Jacksonville and Philly. I think we talked about that one.
Philly.
Chicago and Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, no, I'll take Chicago.
I'm going Arizona.
Chicago in that one.
Kyler Murray.
Okay, here we go. Here's the big one I didn't know was happening. The Detroit Lions taking on going into Lambeau against the Packers.
If Jordan Love does well,
I'm taking Detroit. I
got to
ride with Detroit.
I'm looking at Goff. Like,
I got to ride with Detroit.
With 13 touchdowns so far.
With how well they're playing, I have to ride with Detroit.
Yeah, they're doing phenomenally well.
Indianapolis and Minnesota. In Minnesota on Sunday Night Football.
Vikings.
Then Tampa Bay at KC on Monday.
I'm going Chiefs.
And then, because we're homers, LA and Seattle.
100% I'm going with the Seahawks.
Yep.
The Rams. I'm looking at the Rams.
I don't even give a shit if they're projected to beat us by 60. I don't give a. I will always pick Seattle. I don't care.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's a chance that the Rams could get close. Mm-hmm. They're projected to win by 1.5. Which
they're favored by 1.5. Yeah.
They're favored by 1.5, but they're going to probably they're going to lose by like 3 points. Yeah. I do not see the Seahawks losing to the Rams this week.
I don't think, and without Aaron Donald, I don't think they could stop K9 anymore going up the middle. I don't.
No. Metcalf's back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with Metcalf back, with Geno doing phenomenal, he's one of the best quarterbacks this year. They're going to be running over the Rams defense.
I'd have to see it here. I haven't seen that.
Nope, Metcalf's still questionable.
Yeah, he didn't practice today. Optimistic he'll practice Thursday and play on Sunday.
Still going Seahawks.
Metcalf was out. Chenault was out. Witherspoon was out. And then
Stafford has completed 56 passes less than Geno.
Let's
fucking
go. Let's go. We're getting him back, though. Let's go.
Who?
Brown, Woolen, and Mafe. Oh, we're full practice today.
There you go.
Let's go. We got our defense. That defense is coming back to where it needs to be, and it's going to shut them down. But anyways, guys, unless Robbie, you got any more?
No, that's all I got.
Alrighty, you guys. That is all we got for this week. We will be back. We'll be back on Tuesday. We're going to be on our normal schedule. We just had a few things fall apart this week. We'll be back on Tuesday to recap Week 9.
See you guys next week.
One-man army, Rambo. Baby walking like Naomi, Campbell. Make me wanna risk it all, take a gamble. Little butterfly tattoo on her ankle. It go together with the one on my shoulder. I be like a sailor, swimming in the money. I was broke, won't go back. This a throwback, by the go in cold beer, baby, hold that. I'm not there yet, but I'm so close. Shine your light on me, I'm lost. Feeling around in the dark. I can feel it, I'm so close.